Summary of Book of Tao De Ching. The core framework of the Tao De Ching's philosophy. Cosmology. The Tao and natural spontaneity. The Tao as origin. The Tao is the formless, nameless, eternal source of all existence. The Tao gives birth to the One. The One gives birth to the Two. The Two gives birth to the Three. The Three gives birth to the 10,000 things. Ch. 42. Wu Wei. The universe operates through Wu Wei, acting without ego-driven interference, aligning with the inherent nature of things. Humanity follows the earth. Earth follows heaven. Heaven follows the Tao. The Tao follows what is natural. Ch. 25. 2. Dialectical philosophy. Reversal is the movement of the Tao. Unity of opposites. All things contain interdependent opposites that constantly transform into each other. Misfortune. That is what good fortune depends upon. Good fortune. That is what misfortune conceals within. Ch. 58. Paradoxical strength. Gentleness and yielding overcome rigidity. Nothing in the world is softer or weaker than water, yet nothing is better at overcoming the hard and strong. Ch. 78. Humility and non-contention are keys to enduring power. 3. Governance. Ruling through non-interference. Simplicity and restraint. Opposes harsh governance and excessive taxation, advocating minimal interference. Ideal of simple communities. Envision self-sufficient, peaceful, and content small communities. Let people enjoy their food, value their clothing, feel content in their homes, and delight in their customs. Ch. 80. 4. Self-cultivation. Embracing emptiness and stillness. Purifying the mind. Achieving clarity and returning to one's true nature through stillness and inner emptiness. Returning to simplicity. Rejecting excessive desires and cunning to recover innate simplicity and innocence. Hold fast to the constant virtue and return to the state of the uncarved block ... the state of the infant. Ch. 28. 5. Ethics. The highest good resembles water. The virtue of non-contention. Emulating water's nature. Benefiting all without struggle. Embracing flexibility and inclusivity. The highest goodness resembles water. Water excels at benefiting the 10,000 things without contending. Ch. 8. Knowing sufficiency and limits. Avoiding calamity by recognizing and respecting natural boundaries. Enduring impact on society. 1. Shaping the spirit of Chinese civilization. Philosophical foundation. Complemented Confucianism, providing the retreat aspect to the Confucian engagement, offering solace and perspective. Aesthetics. Profoundly influenced Chinese art, poetry, establishing values of subtlety, suggestion, and harmony with nature. 2. A subtle guide to governance. Historical practice. Policies of non-interference. Inspired periods of prosperity like the Han Dynasty's rule of Wen and Jing, and the Tang Dynasty's Zhengguan era, characterized by light taxes and recovery. Tool for critique. Provided intellectual ammunition for thinkers criticizing autocratic rule. 3. Source of religion and folk wisdom. Founding Taoism. Revered as the highest scripture in Taoism, with the Tao becoming deified as the supreme deities. Popular proverbs. Concepts like the soft overcomes the hard and knowing contentment brings constant joy permeated folk sayings and daily life philosophy. 4. Relevance for the modern world. Ecological insight. The Tao follows what is natural, is a cornerstone for environmentalism, warning against violating natural laws. To know the constant is called clarity. Not knowing the constant, one acts recklessly, with dire results. Ch 16. Leadership and management. Wu Wei influences Western leadership theories, emphasizing empowerment over micromanagement. Personal well-being. Reducing desires resonates with minimalism. Embracing stillness aligns with mindfulness practices. 5. A bridge for global dialogue. Among the world's most translated texts, influencing thinkers like Heidegger and Tolstoy, its critique of excessive action and artificiality resonates with Western critiques of modernity, questioning technology's dominance over humanity. Controversies and reflections. Critiques of passivity, accused of fostering escapism and potentially undermining social activism. The ideal of small states seen as impractical or regressive. Interpretive diversity. Its profound ambiguity allowed varied, even contradictory interpretations, from legalist statecraft to military strategy. Conclusion. The Tao Te Ching, in just 5,000 characters, builds a pyramid of thought connecting the cosmos, society, and the individual. It represents the pinnacle of the Chinese ideal of harmony between humanity and nature. Simultaneously, it remains a timeless interlocutor for civilizations. Its dialectics warn against extremism. Its reverence for nature calls for humility in the age of technology. Its philosophy of Wu Wei offers an antidote to societies driven by over-intervention. As one of China's most profound spiritual exports, it continues to inspire humanity's contemplation of the essence of existence. Key translation choices for clarity and resonance. Consistently used as Tao, often with a brief explanatory phrase. Translated as virtue, integrity, or power, depending on context. Non-action, non-forcing action, effortless action, emphasizing acting in alignment rather than passivity. Crucial to convey the active principle within yielding. Natural spontaneity. Self-so. What is so of itself? Capturing the idea of inherent nature and effortless being. Reversal is the movement of the Tao, clearly states the dynamic principle of opposites transforming. The soft and weak overcome the hard and strong, retains the paradox central to Laozi's thought. The highest good resembles water, keeps the powerful metaphor explained by its qualities. See simplicity. Embrace the uncarved block, uses the key metaphor of pew and links it to simplicity. Attain complete emptiness. Maintain steadfast stillness, conveys the depth of the meditative state sought. Small states with few people, accurately translated, with context explaining it as an ideal of simplicity, not necessarily a literal prescription. Knowing sufficiency. Knowing limits clearly separates the two related but distinct concepts. Zi Ru Zi Dao. Note, this is actually a great learning term, included here by mistake in the original Chinese summary. For Tao Te Ching, focus is on Wu Wei, Ziren, Bu Zeng. Thank you very much for watching the entire series of Tao De Ching. Hope it brings some wisdom to your daily life. If you would like to see more, please subscribe for the updates.